Hey, Cynthia, can I come over now? What? Right now? What's going on? Come on, we're sisters, aren't we? Do you know what time it is? It's past 9 p.m. Why do you need to come over? I need a place to crash tonight. What? My boyfriend kicked me out. What? The one you were almost engaged to? Yep, that one. What happened? Did you guys fight? You were so determined to marry him since he was such a catch. Well, I got pregnant. Pregnant? And he kicked you out because... Yeah, the baby isn't his. What on earth were you thinking? You've always been a bit wild, but this is way out of line. Come on, it's too late now. Too late? This affects your whole future. Just let me stay, okay? It's tough out here for a pregnant woman. But wasn't he the perfect guy for you? Rich, handsome, and kind. You always bragged about him. He was. I was completely infatuated with him from the start. I thought I'd do anything for him. Then how did this happen? I fell for someone else. Oh no. I couldn't help it. You can't control who you fall for. Before I knew it, I was deeply involved with this other guy. I felt guilty and decided to break up with my boyfriend. But then I found out I was pregnant. The timing made it obvious the baby wasn't his, so he kicked me out. I can't believe you. You've always had your share of mess-ups, but this is extreme. Haha, I guess I'm just a hopeless romantic. This isn't funny. Remember when you were in college, dating 2 guys at once, and it turned into a huge mess? Your ex and the other guy got into a fight. Luckily, no one got seriously hurt. When I fall for someone, I just can't stop myself. Plus, you know how popular I am. Guys just flock to me, so I can't stick to just one. But this time it's really serious, getting pregnant by someone else. I'm not even married to my current boyfriend yet, so it's fine. Who's the father of the baby? Well, I can't say just yet. Is it someone who's married? I'll tell you everything eventually. Can you just let me stay tonight? I got kicked out with nothing but the clothes on my back. Fine, come on over. But we need to talk this over with Mom and Dad soon. What? Talk to them? Of course. I don't want to get scolded. And we need to talk to the father of your baby, too. Ugh, this is such a hassle. You brought this on yourself. All right, I'm coming over. I'll be there soon. Seriously, just be careful on your way. Cynthia, I need a favor. What is it? I'm at work right now. Can it wait? Oh, sorry. Can you get me some ice cream on your way home? Ice cream? Yeah, I finished all the ice cream in the freezer. I bought so much. I can't help it. During morning sickness, I crave ice cream like crazy. Cold stuff tastes so good right now. Still, it's not healthy for a pregnant woman to eat so much ice cream. Cold things are hard on your stomach, and too much sugar isn't good for you. You need to eat properly for the baby's sake. But I really want it. Come on, Cynthia. It's the only thing I enjoy right now. I understand, but I'm worried about you gaining too much weight. You need to control your sweets intake to avoid high blood sugar levels during pregnancy. But a little bit should be fine, right? No way. If I buy it, you'll just eat all of it. I really want it. I don't need anything else, just ice cream. You're so stubborn. But health comes first, so no ice cream today. If you feel better tomorrow, I'll get you a little. That's too late. I want it now, please. Not today. You're being stingy. By the way, how long are you planning to stay with me? Oh. You still haven't told me who the baby's father is, and you're not making any progress in sorting things out. Mom and Dad said if you don't start making plans, you should go back home. They cleaned up your old room, so you should go back before your belly gets bigger. I don't want to go back to that middle of nowhere. Middle of nowhere? I can't go back to that remote place. There are no convenience stores, and hardly any streetlights at night. Just the thought of living there again is unbearable. It may not be convenient, but the people there are kind and helpful. But everything feels so outdated. No new cafes, no trendy shops, no entertainment. I can't stand the thought of going back to such an old-fashioned life. Stop bad-mouthing your hometown. Every place has its own charm. By denying the place you grew up, you're denying a part of yourself. I understand, but right now, that place feels too suffocating for me. Even so, going back home is the best thing for you right now. You need to be with family and think about your future in a stable environment. No, I can't. Let me stay at your place. It's natural for a big sister to help her struggling little sister, right? But Ken lives there too. It's already a lot to deal with my family issues. I don't want you staying there indefinitely, especially since you're part of the problem. Then why don't you leave? Excuse me? Just kidding. Actually, I was planning to talk about the baby's father soon. I needed some time to get things ready. Get things ready? I'll explain later. Well, if you're finally ready to talk, fine. Now, about that ice cream. Not happening. Natasha, are you home? What's up? I just got back home, but the key doesn't work. Is the lock broken? Can you open the door for me? Nope, not gonna open it. Why not? I had the locks changed. Your key won't work anymore. What's going on? You're not getting inside. Come on, what are you doing? I called a locksmith this morning and had the locks changed. Amazing, right? They did it all in a day. They finished it while you were at work. Why would you change the locks? To stop you from coming in without permission. Without permission? This is my house. Wait, is this because I wouldn't buy you ice cream? No, I got over that. I bought some myself. Then what? Why won't you let me in? I live here with Ken. You have no reason to kick me out, especially since you're just a guest. Haha, I see. I'm just a guest, huh? Natasha, seriously, stop this. You're acting ridiculously spoiled. And changing the locks without telling me? You need to stop, not me. Why me? Because Ken is the one who changed the locks. Ken? He took the afternoon off to get home early, to prepare for kicking you out. Kick me out? We sent your stuff to Mom and Dad's. It's cash on delivery, so you'll need to cover the cost. What are you talking about? This makes no sense. Still don't get it? You don't even understand why I've stayed at your place all this time, do you? No. Geez, this conversation isn't going anywhere because you're too oblivious, so I'll just reveal the truth. What is it? The father of my baby is Ken. What? Wait a minute. Why him? How did that even happen? You're so shocked. It's kind of funny. It's not funny at all. Oh, and to crush any lingering trust you have in him, here's a photo for you. What is this? It's from my birthday last year when he gave me flowers and gifts. We're all lovey-dovey. Your birthday is coming up soon. So, you've been together for a year? Yep, exactly. So, I'll be having an heir to your husband's company. His company? He took over his family business, right? You're fired, by the way. He'll do anything I ask, so you'll probably get your notice tomorrow. And starting today, this house will be a paradise filled with our love. You're in the way, so leave our love nest. And of course, you'll divorce him immediately. I want to be his wife before our baby is born. So hurry up and get the divorce process started. All right, I understand. I'll divorce him. Great! He'll be single soon enough. Yay! But wow, you're pathetic, Cynthia. Losing your husband and getting fired from your job? Huh? The one getting fired is him. Yeah, right. What are you talking about? There's no way he'd get fired. We'll see about that. What? Anyway, I'm heading to Mom and Dad's for now. See ya. Cynthia? Cynthia! I don't get it. What's going on? It's still early for this. How can Ken be fired? The next CEO getting fired is ridiculous. What? Ken is the next CEO? What are you talking about? It's his father's company. It's impossible for him to fire his own son. Do you even know what you're saying? His father is just an ordinary office worker. What? Oh, that's why you were talking about him inheriting the company? Huh? He told me he's the next CEO. Isn't he? Oh, he was still confused. Confused? I tried explaining it to him many times. What are you talking about? The company he worked for is run by our cousin, Aiden. Aiden? He runs a company? You didn't know? No, this is news to me. He started the company about 8 years ago. But why did Ken think he was the next CEO? Let me think about how to explain this. When Aiden started his company, he asked me to help. So I've been working with him since the beginning. Ken was working for a different company back then. A few months before our wedding, he got laid off from his old job. He was struggling to find a new gig, so I introduced him to Aiden. It was just a favor, but Aiden welcomed him warmly. Aiden had a rough past and decided to stay single forever. When Ken found out about this, he somehow thought that made him the next CEO. Huh? This is just my guess, but Aiden has a sister who works in a completely different field. Since he plans to remain childless, and the only cousins are me and you, Ken must have assumed he was the heir by default. Some kind of weird process of elimination, I suppose. I can't understand this. The reason he got laid off from his last job was because he was incompetent. Are you serious? He always relied on others and never did anything himself. He'd dump all the prep work on his subordinates and go up on stage without even looking at the materials. I heard he messed up big time because he was completely unprepared and his presentation made no sense. His boss warned him many times, but he never changed. There's no way someone like that could become a CEO. I had no idea. Well, he's the type to hide his failures. His saying he'd be the next CEO was just a fantasy. No way! So, with me divorcing him, the link between him and Aiden is gone. There's no reason for Aiden to keep him employed. He was just a part-timer anyway. Part-timer? Wait, you're joking, right? No, he wanted to be hired full-time, but his reputation from his previous job was too poor, so Aiden decided to let him work as a part-timer first. If he had worked hard, he might have become full-time eventually. Oh my God! Why couldn't he? Because of his incompetence. He always had a lazy attitude and even slept on the job sometimes, which frustrated Aiden. I can't believe this. Despite being warned multiple times, he kept making excuses, like he was feeling unwell or it was just a coincidence. Of course, that didn't cut it. Eventually, his part-time position was at risk. Unbelievable! How did he plan to support me and the baby in that situation? He probably didn't think about it. You can't expect anything more from him. Geez, I thought he was a better catch than my ex. Wait, you took him from me just because you thought he was a good catch? Yes! If I'd known the truth, I never would have gone after him. I see. Oh, I know. I can talk to Aiden and get him rehired. We're both his cousins, so it shouldn't be a big deal. That's not possible. Why not? The reason Aiden declared he'd stay single forever is because he was betrayed by his fiancée after an 8-year relationship. Oh no! Did it really happen? Yes, his fiancée cheated on him with his best friend, and that friend was also his business partner, so he was betrayed on 2 fronts. His fiancée and friend were after his money and teamed up to go after his assets. He found out just before the wedding and was so devastated that he had to take time off work. That's terrible. Exactly. So, after going through something like that, there's no way he'd trust a traitor like you. You'd be rejected outright before you even get to explain. Oh, darn. Well, since I've filed for a divorce now, it's not my problem anymore. I've cut ties with you, so you two can figure things out on your own. Wait! Oh, by the way, I terminated the lease on the apartment. But the lease is in Ken's name. It was originally, but after he got laid off and couldn't pay the rent, we switched it to my name. I had a stable income and have been paying the rent ever since. Looks like he forgot about that detail. What the heck? Anyway, I have to get back to work now. Bye. Wait! I don't want a guy like this. Take him back and fix this. What are you talking about? You're going to have a baby together, so live happily as a family. But you can't stay in that apartment anymore. Good luck. Natasha stormed out of the apartment and showed up at our parents' house. Since I had already informed them of everything that had happened, they coldly turned her away. In the meantime, Ken found her and forcibly took her to his parents' house. This marked the beginning of her nightmare. Although she wanted to break up with him, he and his parents refused to allow it. Pregnant and restricted in her movements, she ended up living with his family. She was not good at housework and was constantly nagged by his mother. She was frequently compared to his ex-wife, hearing things like, "Cynthia was better." This must have taken a severe toll on her mental health. Even though she wanted to escape, her big belly made it impossible. She gave birth at a nearby maternity clinic. Of course, I claimed compensation from Ken. As a result, after the baby was born, both Natasha and Ken had to work from morning until night, leaving them no time to spend with their child. Their lives must be incredibly tough, but I hope they persevere for the sake of their child.
Rowan, what should I do? What should I do? Hey, pick up the phone.
What's going on? You sound like you're freaking out. Just calm down and tell me what happened.
They're saying Mia died.
What?
The police just came to my office. They're saying she had heat stroke in the car.
You're lying, aren't you?
I don't want to believe it either. What am I going to do? I want to go to the hospital where she was taken. I can't get a cab.
I just happened to be on a sales visit near your office. I'll drive over there right away.
Okay.
Can you calm down and tell me what's going on?
You know I had to work on my day off to replace the boss who was out sick with a cold, right? So I left Mia at my mother's in the morning and went to work.
Yesterday she said happily, "Tomorrow Grandma and I are going to see a movie." She looked so happy.
She was so excited to be going on a car trip.
Yeah, she was putting her favorite candies in her backpack. I saw it too.
I entrusted Mom to take care of her, but why did she lock her in the car in this heat? Mia was so happy and excited to go out, and now she's gone?
Alicia.
Why is something like this happening?
Calm down.
It's too much.
I'm gonna start driving now, so let's stop texting for a while. We'll talk about it in person.
By the time the police found her, it was already too late. Give me back my daughter, you criminal. I can't live without her. I can't forgive my mother. I'll curse her for the rest of my life.
Don't say that.
You're so calm after all that's happened.
I know it's hard. If you and I were both sad, Mia would be sad.
I don't know.
I wouldn't want her to think that her mom and dad were crying because of her. I want her to smile when she goes to heaven.
I don't know how you can feel that way. My daughter is gone. How painful it must have been for her in the car under the blazing sun. I wish I could have been there for her. Why did she have to go through such a terrible thing when she was so young?
I understand. I'm sad too, and to be honest, I can't believe it's real.
I wish it was a dream.
But how would she feel if she saw our sad faces? I don't want her to suffer anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, we need to think about what we're going to do from here.
Are you talking about suing Mom?
Yeah.
Okay,
Have you heard from your mother?
No, I've been trying to call her, but she won't return my calls. The police are looking for her, but they can't find her.
Maybe she's on the run.
I can't believe it. After what she did to her granddaughter. Wouldn't it break your heart?
I think I can make it in about 5 minutes. Can you come to the back of the store?
Okay, I'll be there. Get here as fast as you can. Mia, I'm so sorry. If I had taken the day off from work, this never would have happened. My name is Alicia. I'm 30 years old. I am the vice president of a design firm started by a friend of mine. I have a 5-year-old daughter, so I usually take weekends off. Today was different. My husband also worked on his day off today. My mother was supposed to take care of our daughter. I can't wait to see Mia. My husband drove a lot faster than he usually does. But where he drove to was not the hospital our daughter was at. There, I learned the shocking truth. Locking me up in the storage room with no air conditioning is horrible. What the hell are you thinking?
What am I thinking? Why don't you take a guess?
How am I supposed to know that? You were supposed to be on your way to the hospital.
You're an idiot. We were on the route to go home. Normally, you would figure it out.
That's why I thought it was funny and asked you. You said the hospital was this way.
It's your fault for believing me.
Please, just let me out. I want to go to her, but I can't unlock it. Where's Mia? I want my little girl. Please, let me out.
I can't. I've already left. I broke the lock on the inside. It's padlocked from the outside.
Why?
You got what's coming to you.
What? What do you mean?
It's your fault this happened to Mia. You left her with your mother. Give me back my daughter, criminal.
What are you talking about?
It's as if you made her suffer. You'll have to suffer the same pain.
You can't be serious.
I'm completely serious.
I was in the car, blaming myself, and you said it wasn't my fault. Was that an act?
Of course. I didn't think it wasn't your fault. I was just trying to make you feel better because it would be too much trouble if you realized where we were going. There's no way I'd be nice to a murderer like you.
You're horrible. Even I'm shocked by all this. Why do you say that?
If you had to leave her with somebody, it should have been with a city-run temporary care facility. Not your mother.
You know she's extremely shy. That's why I left with my parents.
Oh, is that so?
I'm getting dizzy.
You should be sorry and apologize in the afterlife. Oh, that's impossible. Mia's going to heaven and you're going to hell. You'll be sorry in hell.
It must have been so hot and hard for that girl too. Mia, forgive Mommy.
Don't worry, it's an air-conditioned comfort zone.
Huh?
I mean, heaven is well air-conditioned.
How do you know that?
It's a trade secret.
My head's getting fuzzy.
Then go back to sleep, forever.
I'll just keep hating you, both you and my mother.
Do as you please. More power to you. I have to go buy some lilies now.
I managed to get out. Let's talk a bit.
What? The door was locked. How did you manage to get out?
Someone came to help me.
How?
I called a locksmith. He opened the door.
Who? Who came and stuck their nose in our business? It's a shed that's mostly behind our house. It's inconspicuous. Outsiders aren't even supposed to be on the property. There's no way anyone could help you.
I'll let you in the group. Hello, Rowan. Long time no see, since this morning.
Kayla.
Huh? You were supposed to be working in the morning, right? But what's this since this morning?
That's...
He said he got a day off, so he was going to watch his daughter. You came to my house.
No,
What? Really? I never heard anything about that. You should have let me know if he got a day off, even on short notice. Did you have some kind of a secret mission to go to my parents' house without telling me?
No, it's not that. There's a deeper reason for this.
You went out of your way to bring me my favorite cookies. He brought me some butterscotch cookies from that bakery.
Kayla, I'll send you a private text later.
Wait a minute. Mia likes those too, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, I'm busy looking for Mia. I can't find her anywhere.
What are you talking about? She's gone, isn't she? Isn't she at the hospital by now?
Oh.
As soon as Mia saw the cookies, she kept saying she wanted to eat them too, so he came into the house, right, Rowan?
Well, yes.
So then, you, Rowan, and Mia, 3 generations of parents and children, were hanging around eating butterscotch cookies. That's right, but although they are delicious, they are so sweet that they make you very thirsty, don't they? So I went to the refrigerator to get some iced tea, and then the strangest thing happened. Right, Rowan?
What is it?
Oh my, you're so young, but you're a little spaced out. It was only a few hours ago, but I can't believe you've already forgotten. Mom, don't make fun of him. What's so strange? I'm curious. When I came back, my phone was missing. So you looked for it with me, right, Rowan?
Right.
Oh my god, Mom. I told you to carry your cell phone with you at all times. Right, honey?
Stop it with that.
The 3 of us looked for it but couldn't find it. Mia got bored, so you took her home. What? What? She was with you? Where did you go after you left?
After that, we went to a children's play area in a shopping mall.
I see. By the way, where do you think I found the cell phone?
I don't know.
It came out from under the TV standing in the living room. Why was it in that place?
I wonder if Mia hid it?
You have to look carefully. Just because you went back to your in-laws' house doesn't mean you should be forcing your mother-in-law to do everything for you.
Yeah.
It was turned off too. There was still plenty of charge in the battery.
Maybe there's something wrong with your phone too because it's hot.
It's your head that something's wrong with, asshole. I went along with your charade to get the story out of you, but I've reached my limit.
Uh-oh.
You hid it from me so that I couldn't contact Alessia.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's no use playing innocent. When I turned on the phone, I was surprised at the number of incoming calls. So that's why I thought I couldn't reach you at all.
I don't know anything about it.
I tried calling her back, but it wouldn't connect. So that's why you put me in the storage shed, to make the reception bad. That was very well planned, wasn't it?
I would never do such a thing. Your mother is lying to set me up.
Me?
That's right. You were terrible to our daughter, weren't you? Locking her in the car under the blazing sun. What a way to treat your grandchildren.
If you're talking about my granddaughter, she's with me now.
Oh.
She's munching on a butterscotch cookie. This is her third one already. I'm gonna have to stop her pretty soon because she won't be able to eat dinner.
Mia is there?
Yeah, she's watching YouTube.
I took her to the kids' play area in the shopping mall.
She realized you were gone. She came back home by herself.
She walked for 10 minutes in this heat? I didn't realize she was that tough.
Kids can be very powerful sometimes. Besides, kids are smarter than their parents think.
Hey, then she would have been fine without me.
No, of course not. You can't leave a 5-year-old child alone in a place for hours. That's awful. I'm glad she made it home okay. But what would you have done if something had happened to her?
She was having a great time in the ball pool and on the slide. I thought she'd be okay.
When she realized Daddy was gone, she got really anxious and she started crying.
I didn't think she'd come home alone.
You know, she's extremely shy. When the staff noticed her crying, they called out to her, but she was so scared that she ran away.
I see. So Mia is still there? That's good.
Huh? But that's strange.
What is?
I remember the police were at Alessia's workplace, right? They said your daughter was lost in a car in the hot sun.
That, must have been some kind of mistake.
Who's the person here reacting for her 4th cookie? Mia's ghost? Mom, ghosts don't eat cookies. And they don't watch YouTube. Besides, we've had 0 spiritual happenings in our family for generations. You can touch Mia, can't you?
I have to ask you something. How much do you two know?
Everything.
What do you mean?
The female police officer who came to my office. You had an affair with her, didn't you?
Yes.
I've already checked her out. You were standing nearby when she showed up, weren't you?
Well...
I was shocked. I didn't think you were cheating on me. But to think it was a female cop. Cops are supposed to be law-abiding citizens, but it's okay to have an affair?
I met her at a party. I liked her face so much.
I didn't ask.
Sorry.
And then, when the timing was right, you texted me. We meet up, and you pretended to go to the hospital, but you took me home. And then you locked me up in the shed.
Listen to me. It's because she threatened me, so I had no choice.
Yeah, right. But you said you broke the lock to the shed.
Yeah, but you're safe after all. Was it your mother who saved you?
Yes, but it was Mia who found out first.
What?
I told you, right? She came home by herself. When I was banging on the walls and windows of the shed, desperately calling for help, I heard her voice outside.
Oh yeah?
She cried out, "Mom, are you there? It won't open." I was hot and dazed. At first, I thought I was hallucinating. I thought I was going to heaven to be with Mia. But thanks to Mia calling out to me desperately, I realized it wasn't a hallucination.
Mia.
When I arrived at Alessia's house, Mia was there. She was banging on the door over and over again, crying with bright red hands. She must have been in a panic. She could hear my voice inside, but the door would not open at all. No one would come because it's out of sight from the street.
All this time in this heat, trying to help you? She must have been exhausted, walking all the way home.
And then I frantically called the locksmith to open it for her.
Damn, I thought I was going to work.
I was only mildly dehydrated, but I had no idea that my husband was trying to kill me. To think you fell in love with a creep like this, and the woman he's having an affair with, she's disgusting. The fact that she's a police officer is also disgusting.
Oh, by the way, you said you know everything. Did Nina talk?
So that girl is called Nina? When we went to the police station, she was just working as usual. She's a nervous kid.
Nina, why did you talk?
Because you locked me in a storage shed with no air conditioning. I heard you said something like, by now she's a whole baked chicken.
Huh?
If you heard that, and then the person appeared in front of you, you'd think they were a ghost?
She's stupid enough to confess, but she's cute in that way too.
Mom, coming with all her makeup dripping off from the sweat, says, I'll curse you until the end of your life if you don't tell me the truth. The one line worked, didn't it?
Your mom looks amazing without makeup. She always wears so much makeup, I can't imagine.
Don't be rude. But because of that, she told us everything about your plan. I guess Nina is used to criminals, but afraid of ghosts.
I haven't been able to reach Nina.
She told us everything behind that police station. She was so agitated she didn't seem to notice. There was a police officer smoking nearby who kept looking at us.
What bad timing.
Were you going to leave me and marry that woman?
Yes.
That's horrible. Why didn't you just say something? You didn't have to knock me off, did you? What were you thinking, trying to not only cheat on me, but also become a real criminal?
It's not that we didn't get along, but I couldn't think of a reason. I mean, I couldn't be honest and tell you I cheated on you.
Because you would be charged with alimony?
Yeah.
You're a real piece of work, aren't you?
Besides, I didn't want to lose custody of Mia.
Huh?
Nina wants to have children too, but she can't conceive.
Yeah, so?
I thought I'd raise Mia with her.
You're making no sense.
Ugh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. Forgive me.
I'm sorry, that's it? Do you think I can forgive you just because you apologized with a text message like this? Because of your stupid ego, you almost deprived your daughter of her only mother. She could have had to live with the trauma of losing her mother while she was out playing. You can't even understand that?
I'm sorry.
I don't need your cheap apology. Go to the pig pen and atone for your sins. If your cheating girlfriend is a police officer, you do understand what will happen if people find out, don't you?
You want to take away her father? Then that's your ego at work.
People like you are nothing but a bad influence. You're not a good father. She's better off without you.
Oh, come on.
She says she doesn't like you anymore because you left her alone by herself.
What? No way. She's abandoning me too.
Anyway, don't worry and have fun in the pig pen. Later, my husband was arrested and sentenced for kidnapping and attempted murder and subsequently received a prison sentence. Nina was sentenced to 7 years in prison. She seemed to have lost her mind. The lawyer said she was mumbling something all the time. This is also what I heard from the lawyer who attended the divorce proceedings. My husband suffered heat stroke in the prison and bruised his head. He was left with permanent injuries and his concentration was impaired. Even if he is released, I don't know if he will be able to lead a decent life. I have not told my daughter about this incident. I know that one day she will wonder why her father suddenly disappeared, and there will come a time when I will have to tell her the truth. But for now, I don't want to ruin this girl's smile. I want my daughter to be happy today. We will live our life to the best. Gary, where are you? I see you haven't prepared dinner yet.
Yeah, I've got some errands to run.
Errands? You're always away from home these days.
I'm busy too. Eat your dinner by yourself.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Huh?
I've been telling you all along. You're a stay-at-home husband, right? But I come home from work and there's no food, and you haven't cleaned the house either. You're slacking off on your own work.
Shut up. Why don't you just do that yourself? Just because I'm a house husband, that doesn't mean I'm home 24 hours a day. You're a grown woman. You can take care of yourself.
Then you're not a house husband. You're just a jobless husband.
Then how about this? You work for a big company, and you have a lot of money. Why don't you hire a housekeeper?
What's the point of being husband and wife if I hire a housekeeper?
What do you mean?
When we got married, we made a promise. I'd earn the money, you'd take care of the house. We'd work together to build a warm home. You said that yourself, have you forgotten?
Oh, you're talking about that again? Sure. I said I'd take care of the house, but I haven't been like this forever. I'm just going out because of what I'm into right now.
What are you into? What is it?
I won't tell you. You wouldn't get it if I told you anyway.
You're not cheating on me by any chance, are you?
Huh? Of course not. Women are so quick to doubt like that. If you're a house husband, are you not allowed to have hobbies?
That's not what I'm saying. At least at this late hour, you should be home.
You're making me feel so cramped. I'm a grown man now, okay? I'm not a kid. Don't put a curfew on me.
It's not like I'm putting a curfew. I'm just saying I don't want you to be late every day.
You're such a pain in the butt. I'd rather be alone.
You don't listen to me at all, Gary. Do you hate me? Do you want a divorce?
No one said that.
I'm asking that because you seem to be acting that way.
I have no intention of getting a divorce, so don't worry. I'm just not at home right now because I've made a good friend.
What friend? A guy? A woman?
I don't have to tell you that much. It's my friend, male or female, it doesn't matter.
I hate to say this, but the money you're spending to play around is coming out of my paycheck. What kind of things are you spending it on? I think I have a right to know.
You're so condescending.
To be honest with you, I was actually in the red last month.
What? You're lying. You work for a big company. You must make a lot of money. You can't be in the red.
You haven't forgotten, have you? Whose fault is it that we're in the red? You bought a $10,000 watch because you insisted, and on top of that, we had to pay our rent, living expenses, and all that.
Oh, seriously? I was going to buy a motorcycle this month.
That's impossible. Totally impossible. I may make more money than other people, but there's a limit to spending. You're a house husband. You have to think about the family budget.
Okay, bye.
What do you mean, bye? Hey, Gary? Good morning, sis. Melissa, good morning. What's up so early in the morning? Anna, I was wondering if you're okay. What? Isn't Gary back yet? That's right. He isn't home yet. I see, that's worrisome. Thanks for dropping me a text last night too. I had a lot to talk about, and it ended up getting really long. Don't worry about it. We're sisters. We're supposed to help each other. Gary and I have been married for 5 years, but he's been acting strange lately. I get emotionally unstable. I sometimes say things too strongly at him. But you're really lonely, right? I understand how you feel. My ex-boyfriend was like that to me. Oh, your ex-boyfriend. I was in a serious relationship. I was even thinking about marriage, but he had a woman he was in love with. I was the other woman. That's too harsh. It's tougher for you, Anna. He was just my boyfriend, but Gary is your husband. What a considerate little sister. When Mom says she's getting remarried, I was scared of having a new father and a new sister, but I'm glad it was you, Melissa. What are you talking about? We've been together since we were little. I was already in middle school. Oh yeah, you're 7 years older than me, and I'm already 28. Wow, time flies. Oops, sorry for the long text again. I know you're going through a lot of hard times as well. Hard times? Not really. Oh, but after you quit your previous company, you said you can't find another job, didn't you? That's not a big problem, so I don't mind. Are you planning to go back to our parents' house? No, I don't think so. But how are you going to pay the rent for the apartment? I'm sure there's a limit to how much you can scrape together from your savings. Are you getting by? I canceled my apartment. I'm staying at a friend's house and going to internet cafes. I'm doing okay. You're not fine at all. If you want, I can introduce you to someone I know who runs his own company. He said they're short on staff right now. Even if you didn't get a job there, he might be able to introduce you to other companies through his connections. No. I don't need you to take care of me that much. If it comes to it, I can just start a part-time job. I'm more worried about you than that. I think you should think about getting a divorce. Oh, I think Gary takes advantage of your earning money and gets too spoiled. He's letting you work alone while he's playing around and not taking care of the house. He is simply not doing his job. That's true. Besides, I have a hunch that he's having an affair. An affair? With who? That remains to be seen. Then I'll find out. What? You'll find out? How? Leave it to me. I'll make sure you don't suffer anymore. I'll look into it for you. You lay back, sis. I'll take over for you because you're busy with your work. I'll expose the truth. Melissa, you really are a good little sister. It's for the sake of my beloved sister. As a sister, this is nothing. Really, you don't have to do anything, Anna. You can just think about yourself and relax. I'll hire a detective or something. A detective? No. You don't have that kind of money. If you want to hire a detective, I'll pay for it. No, you don't have to do anything. You just wait for my report. I'll look into it. If you insist, I'll rely on you, Melissa. Yep. You know what? Instead of agonizing over your husband's affair, why don't you go out with another guy for a change? What? What are you suggesting? It's fine. If it's just a date, it's not a big deal, right? I'll introduce you to someone nice. I appreciate the offer, but I can't do that. What a waste. He's handsome and tall, and I highly recommend him. You should go on a date with a good-looking guy and make Gary regret. I'm not trying to make Gary regret or anything, but thank you for your concern. I see. You're a serious person, aren't you? I'm sorry for making such a strange suggestion. Take it easy now. Thank you. My sister Melissa was my emotional support at that time. Melissa is the daughter of my new father. We are not blood related, but our bond is genuine and real. Melissa is 7 years younger than me, but she is very strong and always encourages me. However, no amount of reassuring encouragement from my sister can change the reality. The reality is still the same. Even though we have been together for 5 years, my relationship with my husband is the worst. I wonder how long we have been like this. I was discouraged from the bottom of my heart. And although my sister said she would look for the affair partner on my behalf, I was not willing to leave our problems to others. I decided to investigate on my own. I kind of knew myself that I didn't have any love for my husband anymore, and I was planning to divorce him. But before I do that, I wanted to investigate and find out if he was cheating on me. If he was, I wanted to ask him to give me back my money. So I requested a detective to investigate. As a result, I found out a horrifying fact. Anna, you're in danger. What happened all of a sudden? Run away now. Run away? Why? Run away from Gary, otherwise he'll find you. What? What are you saying out of nowhere? Was I playing hide and seek with Gary? This is no time to laugh. Anna, where are you? I'm off work today. I'm hanging out with my friends at a cafe in front of the station. What are you doing so carefree? If you stay in a place like that, he'll find you. What are you talking about? I heard something at our parents' house. If I send her to the other world, a huge fortune will be mine. Gary's after your inheritance. You're joking. I'm not joking or anything, I'm serious. I mean, what do you mean that you heard about that at our parents' house? Huh? Why was Gary with you at our parents' house? No, I mean, oh yeah, he wanted to give some souvenirs from his trip to our parents. Huh? A trip? I don't think he's been on a trip recently. Well, that doesn't matter now. That guy got married for your money. Is that so? That's why I told you to break up with him. I'm breaking up with him. Really? Yeah, there's no way I can stay married to a guy who says he's going to make me go to the other world. That's right. So, you'd better not see him again. Get far away from him before he gets you. Don't worry, I've already taken care of it. Oh, really? I'm glad to hear that. But there's something I have to do before I leave Gary. What's that? I have to ask for compensation for the affair. Oh, don't worry about that. I asked a detective to look into it, and it seems that Gary wasn't cheating on you. I think it was purely for money. No, that's not it, Melissa. I'm claiming compensation from you. Huh? From me? I have to tell you, I was very shocked. I was betrayed by the sister I trusted. Wait a minute. Don't say things that don't make sense. Gary's affair has nothing to do with me. You can't just laugh it off. Anna, are you trying to say that Gary and I are having an affair? That's right. Of course not, don't be silly. I have proof. I hired a detective to record audio. Audio? I wish I could send it to you right now, but the file is too heavy to send on text. What did you record? You and Gary's conversation. You told Gary, leave Anna and live with me. Oh no, there's a reason for that. Don't make excuses like that. And you two were talking about how you were going to take all my money. Then, Melissa, you said, I tried to get Anna to cheat on you with a new guy, but it didn't work out. No, how did you come up with that idea? You wanted to make me cheat on Gary and get compensation? It's not like that. Yes, it is. And Gary got all excited and made a plan to get rid of me, right? Hey, why don't you say something? I'm sorry. I don't want to hear an apology. What did you want? Because I couldn't help it. I fell in love with Gary. But I didn't want to hurt you because I liked you too. I had to make a plan in secret. That's a lie. If you liked me, you wouldn't have done this. Don't say that. If you liked me, you wouldn't have thought of sending me to the other world. I tried to stop Gary's plan. I asked him not to take your life. I begged him. That's just because you didn't want to become a criminal yourself. That's not true. I wanted my favorite sister to live. You're lying. No matter what you say, I don't believe you. Why not? You know best that I'm a good little sister who loves you. I was really fooled. I thought you were a good girl, kind of like an angel. But you were really a devil with a black heart. No, I wasn't. When I was worried about Gary, you listened to me a lot. How did you feel then? Because at that time, you pretended to be on my side and kept listening to me. You're really awful. I'm sorry. It's too obvious. When you texted me, isn't Gary back yet? You were with Gary, weren't you? I can't believe you ridiculed me like that. Don't blame me so much. Gary and I are married. Yeah. If we were boyfriend and girlfriend, we could turn back, but we can't, as husband and wife. Melissa, you said so yourself, right? It couldn't be helped, because I fell in love with the same person as you did. It's just that the person I fell in love with happened to be your husband. Wow, now you're acting defiant. You're totally oblivious to my feelings. You have no right to blame me. Feelings? My lonely feelings. What do you mean? I'm having trouble finding a job, and I don't get along with my family. My savings are dwindling. You're telling me that I can't rely on anyone in such a difficult situation? You've come this far and still you're trying to protect yourself with lies again? Huh? Your job hunting isn't not going well. You're just too lazy to do it. And you say your savings are dwindling, but you were living a pretty good life with Gary's contributions, weren't you? That's practically my money. That's not true. I was looking for a job. Then where did you apply for this year? Well, I applied for ABC Corporation. See, you lied again. What? That company has been in financial trouble lately and they're not hiring this year. Then maybe it was somewhere else. Don't you feel pathetic for lying so blatantly? You say you don't get along with your family, but that's not true either. How can you be so sure? Mom told me. I heard that our parents are on vacation right now and away from their house. Mom was happy that you gave her the trip as a gift. She praised you for being a filial daughter. I just happened to win a ticket to a hot spring resort. That's a lie too. You always said you never do sweepstakes because you never win anything. To keep your parents away from home, you gave them a trip as a gift with Gary's money, or rather, my money. Were you going to make out with him while they were gone? You don't have to emphasize my money so much. It's my money. Money I earned by working hard and sweating. No, sis. You're just an office worker. You don't sweat that much, do you? You don't understand anything, do you? Enough, I'm starting to feel like I'm wasting my time. What's with that? It's so annoying. Huh? If you're going to say that, I shouldn't have told you about Gary's plan. You should have just been killed by him. Are you stupid? What? I told you I knew about the plan even if you didn't tell me. As a proof, Gary's already been arrested. What? He's been questioned by the police right now. Police? I thought you were at the cafe. There's no way I'm giving out real information to the enemy. Enemy? Wait, he hasn't committed any crime yet. Why was he arrested? There's such a thing as attempted murder. Will Gary end up in jail? Probably. Otherwise, I'd be scared. No way. Then my plan is messed up. I thought Gary and I were going to live a life of elegance. You won't. You'll have to work. No. Your father is a good man. I wonder why you grew up like this. I'm so sad. Hey, help me! You're my sister! Not anymore. Oh no. In fact, I'm charging you compensation. Just be prepared. There's no way I can pay. You're healthy and young. You can work as much as you want. Don't be spoiled forever. Ah! Stay away from me forever. Goodbye. Wait, sis! Please, wait! Gary tried to settle the case, but I refused. In the end, he was sentenced to prison. Of course, we divorced. He'll be behind bars for a while. I no longer have to worry about being harmed by him. Melissa, on the other hand, was cut ties with her parents. Melissa had an affair with my husband and even tried to kill me. Our parents would never forgive her. Gary, her lover, was arrested and her parents abandoned her. Melissa can no longer rely on anyone. So she reluctantly started job hunting, but she could not find a full-time job. She has managed to live on her own by working part-time jobs. Of course, I mercilessly demanded compensation from both Melissa and Gary. 6 months have passed since then, and finally peace has returned to my daily life. I've been single for the first time in 5 years, but I'm busy every day, so I don't feel lonely. I will continue to work at the job I love and walk a new life. Addison, I want you to divorce Ryan. Excuse me? What do you mean, Tessa? You're incompetent and not suitable for my son. Leaving him behind to go on a vacation? Vacation? Oh, do you mean my business trip? I'm currently in China for work. Stop using that excuse. I know you're there for fun. It's a business trip, not leisure. If you doubt it, feel free to check with my office. Your office? You pretend to be a professional while you're just a high school grad. So blatant. Pretend or not, I am a professional. You're married and became someone's wife. It's distasteful and rude to still be working. That part of you has always irritated me. But what's truly despicable as a wife is leaving your husband behind for a trip. Absolutely unacceptable. I don't know where to start correcting you. It was a mutual decision between us to keep working. He's on board with it. He knows about the business trip. He even encouraged me before I left. Anyway, you found out about it from him, right? That's right. He said you'll be in China for about half a month. He was lamenting that he had to work and take care of the house at the same time. Lamenting? Of course. How dare you make him do household chores? You're far from being a good wife. You're a low-educated, dim-witted trash. He regrets marrying such a lazy person. Is that why you're telling me to divorce him? Obviously. I advised him to leave you, but my kind-hearted son said it was too painful for him to ask you for a divorce. I'm going to get rid of you on his behalf and set him free. Understood. Well, perhaps it might be best to set him free. Oh, so you do realize you're a terrible wife, huh? Great, let's cut to the chase then. Divorce him right now. No, that won't happen. OMG, what are you saying? Are you making fun of me, despite being a high school grad? What I mean will be clear to you soon enough. My colleague is calling me, so please excuse me. If you're like that, fine by me. I've got plans of my own. You're going to regret making a fool out of me.
Hey, honey. You got weird messages from my mom, right? Sorry about that. Don't take it seriously, okay?
You don't need to apologize. I knew what she said was a lie.
Like what?
She claimed you were lamenting because I'm away and you have to do chores. The reality is, I bet you're secretly celebrating, indulging in TV dinners and pizza while I'm away. You must be thinking it's lucky you get to eat all the unhealthy stuff, right?
But I did have a salad today, and I've been drinking the veggie juice as you instructed.
Good to hear. I'm not telling you not to eat what you like. I just want you to stay healthy and live longer together.
I know. I'm doing it for the same reason.
Thanks, son. Anyway, after chatting with your mom, I think we should speed up that plan.
Wait, did she say something outrageous?
She wants us to divorce.
Divorce? She can't make us do that. We're so in love.
I know, but let's skip the mushy stuff for now.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what she's planning to do, but she sounded determined to cause havoc. She declared with confidence that she had a plan.
When she gets like that, it's never good. Okay, got it. Let's fast track our plan then.
I'll talk to my boss about it too. Honey, be cautious.
Roger.
Hey, Addison. Got some exciting news for you. Exciting news? I'm getting a bad feeling about this. You're supposed to come back tomorrow, right?
Yes. What about it?
Well, I've cleaned out the place you were going to come back to.
Excuse me?
A low-educated, incompetent, going on an overseas business trip is just ridiculous. While you were gone, I trashed all your stuff, so don't bother coming back.
You trashed my belongings?
Did you break into my house? Used a spare key. Ryan must be busy at work, so he isn't here either. If that sweet boy was around, he would have suffered from heartache, so it worked out perfectly. No place for you when you come back. Don't ever get involved with Ryan and me again.
I'm thrilled not to see you ever again.
What?
You saved me some trouble. Thank you so much.
What are you talking about?
I wasn't planning to go back there in the first place. Neither was Ryan.
What do you mean? Ryan isn't coming back? What's going on?
This is all you're doing. You've been disrespectful to me, calling me a low-educated incompetent, and you've been complaining about me working, giving an earful to Ryan. There were plenty of unpleasant remarks about me. So we have been planning to move far away. When you mentioned getting us divorced, we decided to execute our plan earlier.
So Ryan doesn't live here anymore?
Nope.
Where is he then?
He's in China.
What the heck?
I'll be working at this branch from now on, so we decided to settle here together.
OMG. Moving abroad without telling his mother? That can't be true. My son following a low-educated trashy wife like you. First of all, what about his job?
He's a freelance programmer. He can work from anywhere. He'll be working from our new place from now on.
He can work from anywhere? That's a lie. He's been going to work every day.
That's because of you.
What are you saying?
He actually wanted to work from home, but if he was there, you constantly bothered him. You kept coming over and talking to him, so he started going to a co-working space every day.
Come to think of it, he was always at home right after you guys got married. I thought he was taking a honeymoon leave.
What's a honeymoon leave? There's no such thing. You keep calling me a low-educated incompetent, just pretending to be a professional. But you're the one who doesn't understand the essence of working, you know.
So what? A wife doesn't need to know about working. You just have to manage the household, do chores, and take care of your husband. Teaching a crappy wife like you, who neglects the family to work and care for my darling son, is a legit duty of a mother.
Do you know what Ryan dreamt of as a child?
Oh, please, of course I do. He wanted to be a doctor. He mentioned he changed his mind midway through high school.
He had to give up his dream because of you.
No way.
To get into medical school, he needed to study intensely. But whenever he was studying in his room, you would come in every 30 minutes and distract him. You even insisted he sleep early and turned off the lights at 9 p.m. You made it impossible for him to study effectively. So he had no choice but to give up his dream.
That's a lie. I did it for his sake.
What's more, after he gave up on medical school, you kept nagging him, saying being a doctor is lucrative, and that you'd support him if he tried again. He got fed up with that too. Since then, he aimed to work freely as a freelancer. That's how he became a programmer.
That's made up. I never heard that from him.
He's kind-hearted, so maybe he didn't want to hurt you. But even he reached his limit this time.
This time?
You said you were going to make us divorce. I knew you were up to something, but I never expected you to trash all my stuff. Glad I took action first.
Both of you, come back right away. This is unacceptable.
What's unacceptable?
Deceiving me and running away together. Unforgivable.
Breaking into someone's home and throwing away their stuff is pretty unforgivable, you know. I was going to throw them away, so I don't mind, but I was planning to take them to a consignment store and give the profit to Mike as a gesture of gratitude.
Wait, Mike? Why bring up my husband in this? We don't plan on returning to that house, so we asked him to take care of clearing it out. It was a sudden move, and we couldn't manage it ourselves. When we explained the situation to him, he kindly agreed to help. Hold on. Did you tell him about all this? Well, when you're asking for such a favor, it's only fair to explain the circumstances, right? Of course, I made sure to mention why we decided to escape from you and all the insults I've endured. Why would you do that to me? Now he must be angry with me. Oh, you know he's mad. So you do realize what you did was wrong, huh? Surprising that you have that much decency. Who knew? Stop laughing and help me. Tell him you made it all up and I haven't done anything wrong. Why do you sound so agitated? Can't take responsibility for your own actions? You know, he's so scary when he gets mad. Besides, he's already warned me when I made fun of your education before. He said he'll divorce me if I belittle you again. He told you that much, but you still couldn't stop picking on me. Isn't it kind of an addiction? You should take this chance to reflect and change that behavior. Oh no. Now I have great news for you. What? I have a bad feeling about this. Mike's about to arrive there. OMG, why? I told you I asked him to clear out the house, right? He mentioned getting some strong friends to help load furniture and take them to a consignment store. I think they're gym buddies. Those muscular guys? They're intimidating. Oh, wait. The truck's here. Oh no, I can't run away now. Well, make sure to reflect on your actions. Anyway, gotta go. Tessa got caught by Mike and his beefy friends. He was furious and confronted her with a divorce. After getting kicked out of the house, she's forced to work and has started a part-time job as a supermarket cashier. Since she's never worked before, she's been rude to customers and coworkers, on the verge of getting fired. On the other hand, our new life in China has been quite comfortable without the meddling Tessa. Ryan works from home and helps with housework. If Tessa knew, she'd faint at the thought of him doing chores. But he says he enjoys this lifestyle and seems pretty happy.
Hey, Hillary! Did Dad tell you? I can't stop laughing! Michelle, I'm busy working overtime right now. What's the story? Are you still working? That doesn't mean anything to you anymore. What do you mean? What? You really don't know? Dad doesn't want you to take over his CEO position anymore. Oh, I heard about that. What about it? You're really frustrated, aren't you? Why are you acting so tough? It's not like that. But how can you not be frustrated? We're stepsisters who became a family when our parents remarried. I'm the one who's related to Dad by blood. I'll be taking over his position, right? Huh? You are 4 years older than me and the eldest daughter. But it's too unfair to steal my future like that. Besides, I'm prettier and more talented. I've contributed to the company as an executive since I started working. But you are still a section manager who works overtime daily to show off her hard work. I know you are trying hard to get her father's approval, but it's all in vain. I'm the one who deserves to take over the company because I am his real daughter. Dad finally understands that. Huh? Michelle, what are you talking about? It's true that I was removed as a candidate, but that doesn't mean you can be the CEO. Why don't you talk to Dad? Who else besides me? We are the only kids. We're both single, so one of us should take over. Are you trying to bully me because you cannot become the CEO? That's not what I meant. Ha! Oh well. You're going to the barbecue party this weekend, right? Yeah. It's a company get-together, right? Yeah. Dad will be there too. My guess is that he will have an announcement there. It's going to be a big party with board members, department heads, and their families. I'll let everyone know that I'm a better choice for the CEO. I can't wait. I don't think you should decide what Dad will do. Shut up! Dad asked you to set up the party, right? Yeah, I'll go shopping tomorrow. If there's anything you want, let me know. You're miserable. Why? I mean, he wouldn't ask the next CEO to set up the party. It's not a job for a section chief either. In other words, Dad thinks you're at the bottom of the pile. He treats you like a slave, not like his successor. That's not true. He trusts me and relies on me. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'm going to wear a fancy dress. What about you? I'll wear something easy to move around. Oh, wow. Well, that's reasonable. You're just a woman with no ability who was dropped as a candidate for CEO, right? I win! I don't know what you want. I'm going back to work. Bye. Hey, wow! Oh my God, Hillary. I don't care if you're sad, but what's with the jeans and hoodie? It's a barbecue party hosted by our father, you know. The board of directors and all other superiors will be there. And the president of Company A will be here too. Company A is the biggest company in our industry. You don't know anything about TPO, do you? That's why Dad chose me as his successor. You might get dirty today while grilling meat, washing dishes, and doing other things. That's why you shouldn't wear something fancy like a dress. You don't understand, do you? An event like today is a rare chance to get to know the celebrities. Oh, I see. That's right. You are aware of your role in all this. My role? Yes! You are one of the servers today. I'll make sure the party goes smoothly as Dad asked me, but I don't think I will be a server. Then you'll be my exclusive server. What? That's all you can do, right? You need to take care of and entertain the employees, so you'd better listen to my orders. You should take care of your food. Huh? I'm going to refill the drinks, so if you'll excuse me. Huh? Hey, don't ignore me even though you're my server. You're such a loser. Hurry up and listen to me. Hey, Hillary. I was wondering where you were. Why are you chatting with the president of Company A? You should know your place. Don't you dare flirt with him. I should be the one who can talk to him, not you. He has a good impression of me after some drinks. Don't interrupt us. Get out of my way now. That's a good one. I'm seriously laughing so hard. Michelle, don't you have anything else to say? I'm sorry I spilled my drink on you in front of him. My hand slipped. Your hand slipped? You did it on purpose, didn't you? I didn't do it on purpose. I saw a creepy loser flirting with the president of Company A. I was so disgusted that my hand slipped. I was just talking to him because he wanted to talk to me. Huh? That can't be true. You should just go home. You're going to be in trouble later. What? You're the one who's going to be in trouble. Don't you know what's going to happen after this? Dad said there was a surprise at the end. That's definitely an announcement that I'm going to be the next CEO of the company, right? Could it be that the president of Company A will also make an announcement? I guess the way I offered some drinks earlier was effective. So happy! Huh? He's been fidgety for a while. He was looking at me with passionate eyes. He's a handsome guy, and even though he's only in his 20s, he's a competent president. He'll be the perfect partner for me. Huh? Do you have a flower garden in your head? Poor old hag. No one will give you a second look. Dad dismissed you. The president won't even choose you. Oh, that's right. When I become a CEO, I'll fire you. Do you think you can do that? Of course. My orders are absolute. If you get fired, I bet you'll have a miserable life. No one will take a single loser over 30 years old. I hope you will have a somewhat happy life all by yourself. Come to think of it, your birth mother was also a single mother. She was on the street after her husband divorced her, right? She's now living a celebrity life thanks to my dad. But she's just a poor, incompetent old hag, right? I've been calling that woman my mother because of my father. But when I become the CEO, I'll kick you and her out of the house. I'm sure Dad will agree with me. I can't listen to this anymore. Suit yourself. Where are you going? I'm going to change. I don't want to look like a dork in my wet hoodie for my presentation later. You don't look good no matter what you wear. You're wasting your time. Why the hell? What was that? Is Dad's company merging with Company A? What the hell is going on? It's not a merger. It's an absorption. Dad will retire. All the employees will be transferred to Company A's divisions. They bought Dad's company. I don't care about those details. The point is, I can't be the CEO. That's right. Why didn't you tell me that? The others weren't surprised at all, so they must have known ahead of time. I was so excited you were eliminated as a successor, and I would be the CEO. I was the only one left out. I think Dad had told you. You either didn't hear things or you didn't want to. You tend to forget things immediately after hearing them, isn't that it? What? You said it was a surprise, so I was expecting it. I was betrayed. The surprise was the other announcement. I don't like that either. Why are you engaged to the president of Company A? It was a sign of friendship between the two companies. In short, a political marriage. I thought he announced it earlier. Did the flower gardeners not understand? It didn't look like a political marriage. He was all over you. He told everyone that you were his fiancé. I'll make her happy. What a surprise. It was like a wedding. At first, he and I both thought it was going to be a political marriage. But as we got to know each other, we realized that we were surprisingly similar. Before I knew it, it turned out to be true love. What true love? I'm the one he really loves. Because earlier, he was looking at me with passionate eyes. He must have realized that I'm prettier, younger, and more capable than you. The engagement announcement was actually scheduled for another month or so. Huh? But since you've been so blatantly trying to get him, and what's wrong with that? There's no woman more suitable for his wife. He can't have alcoholic drinks. What? But you insisted. You poured some whiskey into his iced tea without permission. He would have been carried off in an ambulance if I didn't notice. What? I thought he was having some whiskey. I would have expected that at least it wasn't an alcoholic beverage. I thought he really liked me. Your behavior put him in danger. Your outrageous behavior toward me. To top it all off, you insulted my mother. Considering all of these, we moved up the date of our engagement. What is that? That's crazy. What does this have to do with the engagement announcement? I'm here to break it off with you. Huh? His mother is a single mother too. She's a wonderful person who helped him through college after divorcing her husband. He wanted to make his mother's life easier, so he started Company A. And now, it's one of the biggest companies in the industry. He couldn't tolerate you insulting my mother, who was in a similar situation. But he looked at me with passion. He was angry at you. Not passionate eyes, but angry eyes. Oh no! And you know how much Dad loves our mother? He's furious. It doesn't matter that you are his daughter by blood. No way! I mean, did you show him these messages? Of course. I needed to do this to move up the engagement announcement. I'd have to have a good reason for it. Oh no! Once we're married, I'm cutting off your family ties. I'll allow you to transfer to Company A, but you'll have to start over. You're going to go that far? I'm an executive at Dad's company. Starting from the bottom is just too much. You didn't even contribute to Dad's company. I mean, maybe the company would have been better off without you. Huh? What is that? My fault? You know, our business is so bad that it was absorbed by Company A, don't you? Well, I didn't hear anything about it not doing well. There you are again. What? What do you mean? Speak up. You were a board member, but you didn't do anything. You didn't even think about what you could do for the company. Having you at the top is just a waste. I heard that you never listened to Dad. Dad showed you mercy because you were his daughter, but now he's lost patience with you and wants you to start over alone. You should be thankful he didn't fire you. Oh no! Do I have to do chores? I'm not going to do that kind of bottom-feeding job. I'm the kind of person who has to be the president. Then you have to start your own business, don't you? You're smart sometimes. Then give me some money. What? I don't want to. Why not? I need capital to start a business, so you should lend me some. If you're going to marry the president of Company A, you can afford to do that. Even if I had the money, I wouldn't lend it to you. I told you I'm getting rid of you in the first place. What? Stingy? Say what you want. I won't allow you to do whatever you want. If he is taken, I'll just move on to the next one. Next? The son of our executive director. He's the president of a venture company. The son of the director? Right. Yeah, I don't think so. What? Why not? You had some pork ribs today, right? Oh, that one? That was disgusting. The executive director's son prepped the ribs. Huh? Employees' families were allowed to attend, so the executive director's son was there too. He wanted to bring something everyone could enjoy. The pork ribs were his specialty. He told me that someone in a fancy dress told everyone how disgusting the rib was. I think it was you. We were all dressed casually today for the outdoor barbecue party. You were the only one dressed like that. Well... He even saw you pouring a drink on me. I don't think he would be interested in such a woman. What? Before you look for a partner, you should think about your immediate life, don't you? Hey, Hillary! I'm sorry. I apologize. Can you lend me some money? Huh? I don't want to. I told you no before. Don't say that again. I quit my job, got kicked out of my parents' house, and can't rely on anyone. I have no money. I'll have no choice but to become homeless. You used to be an executive. You must have made some money, right? Didn't you save any money? I wouldn't expect Dad's company to disappear. I used my credit card to make purchases. I couldn't pay my bills and they stopped my credit card. Well, you deserve it. Oh no! You turned down the offer to transfer to Company A. You should be responsible for how you make a living. You marry the president of Company A, then you become a section chief? It would be too hard to work for you guys, wouldn't it? I absolutely hate that. Then you'll have to work somewhere else. You're young, you can do it. You know, I went to a few interviews. They all said I'd start from the bottom. I was an executive. That's no way to treat me. I turned down those rude companies. I see. I don't think you'll ever get a job then. Think about it. Which is better? Being homeless or starting your new career? Well, I'm about to have dinner with my husband. I've cut ties with you, so don't contact me again. Wait a minute, Hillary? I'll block you. Okay, bye. I blocked Michelle's number. My parents were the same way, and they also refused to help. Michelle started working because she didn't want to be homeless. However, she didn't change her attitude, and she resigned in less than a week after being scolded daily by a younger boss. I don't know what happened to her after that. I am working hard as a section chief at Company A, supporting my husband. I'm happy that I didn't take over my father's company because I can spend more time with my family. I am glad that it has settled down in this way. Allison, it's really unfortunate that your dad passed away. You must have had a hard time with the funeral and everything too. Now that everything is settled, with Dad's inheritance and all, take time to relax. Yeah, you're right. It's good that he quickly went to the other side. I never expected him to pass away from cancer in his 60s. I got lucky. What? What are you talking about, Mom? Do not call me Mom. Disgusting. What? My daughter is only Amy, who shares my blood. You are my husband's child. You are not my daughter. Are you serious? What's going on? Did the shock of Dad's death drive you insane? Shocked by his death? Of course not. I'm having a party with Amy today. But you said it was unfortunate that he passed away. I mean, it's a pity when I think about your future. What do you mean? Now that he's gone, there's no need to pretend anymore. I'm going to make you a slave in my house from today. Huh? I don't understand. What do you mean by slave? Earn money for me and Amy. Do all the housework for us. Do not disobey our orders. These are the 3 slave rules for you. Mom, are you serious? Maybe your mental state is a bit off, and you're saying things you don't mean? Since you remarried Dad 10 years ago, the 4 of us have lived happily as a family, haven't we? Sure, we are not blood related, but you treated me as if I were your real daughter, didn't you? It makes me sick to think about it. You look like his ex-wife. And you don't look like him at all. And you're ugly. Despite that, you act all smart and get into a prestigious university. Do you have any idea how much trouble you cost us? I borrowed money for my tuition on a scholarship, and I worked part-time to cover the rest. I've been living alone since college days. I don't remember causing any trouble for my family. Amy was compared to you all the time. Huh? She's such a pretty girl and should be loved by the whole world. Because her ugly older sister, you, went to university and acted like a genius. She's not getting the recognition she deserves because of rumors that she's not as good as you. Without you, she would have found a wealthy, highly educated man by now. She would have had a luxurious life. But because of you, she's broken down, depressed, and withdrawn. Poor Amy. What is that? That's a false accusation. Amy couldn't go to university because the university she applied to was too challenging for her. And when she predictably didn't get in, she refused to attend a different university. I know she's at home without a job or not attending university, but she spends her days going out and having fun. It doesn't seem like she's depressed and withdrawn at all. What do you know about her? To someone like you, it might sound like a small thing. But because of you, her life has been completely ruined. Now, you should take responsibility. You are going to spend the rest of your life as our slave. Now move back to our house and remember the 3 rules of being our slave. No way, I won't do that. Now I understand your perspective. Our 10 years together was a lie. And, unfortunately, things turned out this way right after Dad's death. I'm not going back to the house ever again. Oh, really? Are you sure that's a good idea? What do you mean? There are a lot of things that belong to your father in this house. I'm going to burn them all. What? I don't know much, but he used to write academic papers, right? I overheard at the funeral that they were planning to compile and present those papers. I'm going to grab a lighter right now and head to his room. While I'm at it, I'll also destroy and throw away all the photos of him and his important stuff. Stop. Fine. I understand. I'm moving back to the house. Why didn't you just say so from the beginning? Remember, coming back to our house doesn't make you my daughter. You will be a slave to me and Amy. Is that clear? Answer me. I understand. Swear to God and promise me, from now on, you will live as our slave. I promise. I will live as your and Amy's slave while I'm at my parents' house. Good. Well then, hurry up and move over here. Susan, did you eat the cake I bought this morning by any chance? I put it in the fridge. I ate it just now. Is there a problem? I bought it because Amy asked me to. It's from a famous shop that sells out quickly. I lined up in front of the shop from 6 a.m. to get it. So what? It's gone. So why don't you just buy another one? Amy is going to eat it when she gets back home today. The store is already closed. Why did you eat it without asking? I put a note saying it was Amy's and don't eat it without permission. Huh? I don't know about that note. It was in my fridge. What's wrong with me eating something that's in my fridge? Amy will be angry. At you, yes. What? Just tell her that you ate it. Why do I have to do that much? I woke up early and bought a cake with my own money before work. You eat it without asking, and I should take the blame? It doesn't make sense. The 3 rules of being our slave. Earn money for me and Amy. Do all the housework for us. Do not disobey our orders. Do you want me to burn your dad's belongings now? Don't. Okay. I won't say anything about the cake anymore. Good. Also, where is my money for this month? What? Didn't I give you and Amy $500 each yesterday? What? That's it? Yes. What do you mean? There's no way this is enough. Even if you say so, it's impossible. I'm already paying for the food, utilities, and daily necessities for both of you. I barely break even when comparing my monthly expenses and salary. Also, you have Dad's money, So $500 should be enough, right? Don't talk back to me, you slave. There's no way this little money will be enough. Give each of us an additional $1,000. Of course, not just this month, but every month. What? You mean you want me to give each of you $1,500 every month? That's too much. I could burn your dad's belongings at any time. Even if you threaten me, I can't do it. Considering my income, I can't afford $3,000 just for allowance. You graduated from a prestigious university, but you can't afford this kind of money? Are you working a low-income job? It's not about the income. The issue is that the two of you have excessive food expenses. Besides, I have my own life, so I can't spend my entire salary on the two of you. I don't care about your life. Just give me an extra $1,000 every month. You are our slave. Slaves are not human beings. Asking for a human-like life is a big mistake. Fine. I'll add an extra $1,000. I'll transfer it to your account. Also, I want you to mow the yard today and clean out the storage room. Oh, also, I'm tired of the white plates we are using now, so get me a more colorful set of dishes. Understood. Hey, Allison. What on earth is going on? What? I'm working right now. Can we talk later? It's an emergency. I just got back from a tea party and our house was under demolition. Did you do this? I tried to get them to stop, but they kicked me out, telling me that outsiders are not allowed in here. This house is mine. Huh? What are you misunderstanding? That house isn't yours. What? Of course it's my house. My husband passed away and I inherited this house. I inherited it. That's what it says in Dad's will. What? Did he leave a will? I've never heard of such a thing. I mentioned it at the funeral. It seems neither Susan nor Amy were listening to me properly. The two of you inherited only a small amount of Dad's savings. The house, stocks, and other assets were all given to me, his daughter. Therefore, the house is mine, and I have the right to demolish it. What? Why did he give the property to me, his wife? Amy is his daughter too. We should have an equal share of the inheritance with you. What? Didn't you say the same thing before? That the only real daughter is the daughter by blood? I guess Dad thought the same thing. What are you so angry about? The inheritance issue is a separate matter, isn't it? Deciding about money with just a little emotion isn't okay. It involves family's life. Family? The only real family Dad had was me. I'm his wife. So what? Perhaps Dad had a sense of it too, about the true nature of you and Amy. When he got cancer and realized his life was short, he wrote in his will to leave most of the inheritance to me, to ensure that I could escape from the evil mother and daughter and live on my own. What did you say? Even though you're a slave, you dare talk to us like that? I'm not a slave. Did you forget what I said before? What? I said I would live as a slave while I was at my parents' home. Now that house is gone, I'm not a slave anymore. Oh, really? But what about his belongings? If you tear the house down, it will be torn apart along with the house. As for Dad's belongings, I've already moved them to a safe place. What? When? I'm the only one who had the key to his room. Well, you just shoved it in the back of a chest randomly. Thanks to that, even when I took the key, you didn't notice. That can't be true. I checked every day to make sure it wasn't gone. Of course, I didn't just take the key. I replaced it with a dummy. It looks the same, but it won't open. So if you tried to enter the study, you'd have noticed. But it seems you had no interest in Dad's belongings. I'm glad you didn't try to get into the room. What the hell? Stop the demolition now! No way. While you and Amy were out, I secretly took Dad's belongings. It took me 4 months, but I finally managed to take out everything. Finally, I can say goodbye to this crappy life by demolishing the house. It's been a really long time. The days were like hell, but thinking of Dad helped me endure. Dad's research papers and belongings will be entrusted to someone who truly cherishes him. I don't want to have anything to do with trash like you ever again. Trash? You think to talk to me like that? Why don't you worry about yourselves? I'm not going to stop the demolition. I will sell the vacant lot. You guys won't have anywhere to live. You've been spending the savings you inherited from Dad like a fool. There's not much left now, right? Both of you are unemployed. Ever thought about how you're gonna get by from now on? You should give me the money. $1,500 each month to me and Amy. That was the deal. That was the deal while I was living in that house. But now that house is gone, and I've moved elsewhere. The deal's off. You've got to be kidding me. You're ugly. You're a slave. Well, you are probably thrilled that I'm gone now. Your pretty daughter Amy should be able to get the recognition she deserves now, right? If you're right, Amy will marry a wealthy man and have a luxurious life. Why don't you ask her to support you this time? Well then, goodbye. Wait a minute. Wait, Allison. With the family home being torn down and using up all the Dad's inheritance, Susan and Amy had to live in a cheap, shabby motel. Due to the lack of money, both of them reluctantly decided to work. Susan, who had been a housewife for many years, and Amy, a high school graduate who had never worked in her life, could only manage low-paying part-time jobs. Even just living a normal life was a struggle. But the two, unable to shake off their past wasteful spending and luxury habits, in no time at all, they fell into a hell of debt. I entrusted the paper my dad left me to a professor at his university and asked him to present it. It brings me great joy that there are people who cherish my dad's achievements above all else.
Natalie? What was that? That? Wait, are you talking about my fiancé I introduced today? Dad seems to like him. I don't think anything weird happened. What? Are you serious? That's why you'll always be poor. What are you trying to say? If you have something to say, just say it. Did you see the wine your fiancé brought today? Bringing such a cheap wine from the mall for future in-laws. Seriously? Such a completely clueless and poor choice. I was shocked, honestly. Well, maybe it's a wine that you can buy from the mall, but I don't think it was that bad. Plus, Dad likes wine from that store. He was being thoughtful, Mom. Your dad's preferences don't matter. He came to introduce himself as a fiancé. He'll be your future husband, Natalie. He should have brought more luxurious gifts. It's common sense. But unlike you, your sister Hannah understands these things. Last week, her husband gave us an expensive barbecue grill, you know. So it's natural to give us more luxurious gifts for an important day like this. Compared to you, Hannah, who married into a wealthy family, is on a whole different level. She's such a perfect daughter. What? That's what you wanted to say, right? I've heard that line so many times. So, is that all you wanted to say? If you're not gonna bother to get to know my fiancé and keep saying whatever you want, I'll end our conversation. See? Here you go again. I'm telling you, you should fix your attitude. I went to the trouble of arranging a marriage with a wealthy man, and you rejected it. I thought you were dating a much wealthier man, but he's just a dirty, shabby, poor loser. You keep complaining and being stubborn. You never listen to me. I'm not living just to please you, Mom. Here you go again. Don't you disrespect me. Are you gonna repeat the same conversation? You always say that talking with me is a waste of time. But do you realize that you're the one initiating the conversation 90% of the time? Oh, really? Honestly, you're just jealous of Hannah, who married a wealthy man and is filial to me. It's so embarrassing. So, is that all you wanted to say? What? It seems like it. I don't want to waste any more time, so bye, Mom. Hey, sis. Thanks for coming today. I'm sorry for asking you to meet with us suddenly while you're busy with work. Hey, sis. You don't have to apologize. Since my favorite sister is introducing her fiancé, not going wasn't an option. I need to make sure Mom doesn't say anything weird, and I have to keep an eye on things. Thank you so much for that. Thanks to you, it went smoothly and it ended well. As expected, Mom sent me mean texts just now. I knew it. You don't have to worry about that, Natalie. Marrying a wealthy man Mom chose is ridiculous. I'd be happy if you ended up with someone you truly love, Natalie. Thank you. By the way, your husband seemed to have sent something expensive to Mom again. Is everything okay? Yeah, seems that way. He used your credit card to buy and send it to Mom, right? Why not change your card information? Well, I thought about that, but I figured this was a good time and I have a plan. So, don't worry about it. A plan? I'll tell you about it when we meet this weekend. Okay, got it. Anyway, why does your husband keep sending expensive things to Mom one after another? Isn't it a bit unusual to give that much to your mother-in-law? Oh, right. I didn't tell you, did I? Tell me what? My husband's mom isn't his biological mother. Really? His biological mom passed away when he was 5. My husband's current mom is the woman his father married a few years ago, so he doesn't see her as his mother. I don't know if that's the reason, but he seems to treat our mom as if she were his real mom. Ah, I see. I get the situation. But using the wife's money to treat the mother-in-law, and especially that kind of mother-in-law, you know? Well, yeah. I'll tell you more about it when we meet next time. Got it. Well, I know you're smart and know what to do. But if you ever need help, I'm always here for you. Thanks, I appreciate it. I know you're busy with preparations for your wedding in 6 months. If there's anything I can help with, I'm always here for you too. Thank you, sis. Natalie, you go ahead and break off the engagement now. Cancel today's wedding. What are you talking about? You can't just say that on the day of the wedding. I have no intention or reason to do that. Oh, I already contacted the venue to cancel, so it's fine. What? The wealthy guy I arranged for you before is still interested in you. He's willing to support us with a retirement fund of $100,000 if you marry him. So you have no choice but to marry him. No. What? The cancellation notice came from the venue for us to double-check. Of course, we have no intention of canceling, and we've confirmed that the wedding will take place as planned today. What did you say? We are already in the midst of preparations. What about the wealthy man? Are you really gonna disrespect your mother again? What are you talking about? I didn't ask to arrange a marriage for me. You did it on your own. What's your attitude? I made a reservation at a luxury restaurant, and you're gonna meet that wealthy man tonight. I absolutely won't allow you to marry that poor guy. Hey, Mom. After that, I immediately asked the staff to have you leave, but why did you come to the wedding dressed up like you were going to a funeral? Because, considering the scale of the wedding, I thought it would be appropriate to dress up like that. What do you mean? Your wedding literally looks like a funeral. Your husband is a dirty, shabby, poor loser. The guests are only about 20 people, right? Both the husband and the wedding are too lame. In such a lame, poor couple's wedding, it's pitiful to see poor people laughing and enjoying themselves. Even if you dress up well in such a poor-looking place, the dress will just get dirty. We invited only close family to keep the guest list small, as inviting from the groom's side would be endless. Well, it doesn't matter. My goal is to prevent your wedding. If I ruined your wedding like that, the groom will probably give up on you, right? Now, hurry up and come home. You're gonna meet the wealthy man tonight. I'm going on a honeymoon now. What? Honeymoon? I went through with the wedding until the end without you, Mom. We already registered our marriage too. What did you say? The wedding venue was in fuss earlier. It calmed down quickly. What? I informed all the staff and guests at the venue that they should be cautious of you from the beginning. I made sure that if you came, they wouldn't let you into the venue. I also informed the security guard. Really? Well, unfortunately, it looked like some staff got money from you and helped you. Everything got sorted out by asking for the right punishment for that person, so I let the venue handle the rest. Wait a minute. Putting that aside, Mom, don't you know who I married? Huh? Haven't you heard from my sister? Why are you bringing up your sister now? I see. You still have no interest in stories related to me, huh? You are calling my fiancé a poor loser, but he's gonna be the next president of the parent company of the company where Hannah's husband works. What? The parent company? The next president? No way! Then why did he come to our house in dirty workwear? Well, you made him show up within an hour by threatening not to approve the marriage while he was still at work. He didn't have time to change, so he hurriedly bought a wine and came to our house. He regretted that he couldn't prepare properly at that time. So why the workwear then? That company has a painting company as its subsidiary. He has been assigned as a president of that company for now. What? He sometimes goes to the painting site himself, so he wears workwear. You judge him based on his outfit and call him dirty and shabby. Why didn't you say that first? If I had known, none of this would have happened. I didn't want to say it. What? Why? At the time of Hannah's marriage, your selfish plan to marry your daughters into rich families just for your gain was so obvious. What? What are you talking about? Oh, don't play dumb. Retirement money of $100,000 as a reason for me to get married? Seriously, that's just a lame and self-centered thing to say. Not... And also, that man you are trying to get me married to, he's exactly the poor loser that you hate. What? My fiancé investigated who you were trying to get me married to. Firstly, it was revealed that he was the man who proposed to me 2 years ago. Furthermore, it turned out that he had embezzled at his workplace. Embezzlement? That is how he prepared the retirement fund of $100,000. No way! If you had accepted it, you would have been an accomplice to embezzlement. In the end, it's a good thing I decided to marry someone else, right? Well, So, Mom, I am cutting ties with you from today onwards. What are you saying? I won't allow such a thing. Since you are marrying a wealthy man, you should share your blessing with me. I really hate that kind of thinking. Huh? You married Dad because he was running his own company that time. Dad used to live a luxurious life when he was young, didn't he? But the business went bad and Dad had to close the company and become an ordinary office worker. Nevertheless, Dad worked hard to ensure our family could live a decent life. Both Hannah and I had no complaints about it. But Mom, you could not give up your previous extravagant habits. Even so, our lives are not for you to satisfy your greed. What? Oh, I see. I understand. Well, it's fine. I still have Hannah, after all. My precious daughter who married a wealthy man for my sake. Hannah got divorced not too long ago. What? Divorced? First of all, Hannah's marriage started when the president of her workplace asked her to take on the role of the next president. What? Hannah is the next president? After that, she ended up in an arranged marriage with the president's son. But it turns out he's a bit tight with money. What? Tight with money? Yes. In the first place, the reason Hannah was asked to become the president was because the son who was originally supposed to take over the company turned out to be unfit for the role. What? But Hannah's husband is wealthy and he spends money well, right? He frequently gives me expensive gifts. Do you know where that money for the gift you received from this stingy son comes from? It comes from Hannah's earnings. What? He used Hannah's credit card that were registered in an online shop to buy gifts for you. When Hannah noticed this, she changed the credit card information to her father-in-law's. What? Of course, she got the permission to do that. But do you know what happened next? What? Now his father knows that his son committed credit card fraud. Regardless of family members, using credit cards without permission is a fraud. Moreover, the total amount of fraudulent use was nearly $50,000. $50,000? It's insane, right? I guess he didn't care because no one ever said anything to him about it before. At first, he only bought small things like food, clothes, and accessories. But recently, he spent $5,000 at once without hesitation. So that's why Hannah decided to divorce. Of course, she demanded the money he used with the credit card. She also decided not to pursue becoming the next president and quit her job. Currently, she's looking for a new job. What? Resigned? She gave up the position of the next president and is currently unemployed? What is she thinking? I thought she was a daughter dutifully entering into a wealthy marriage. I never expected she would do such a disrespectful thing to me. I don't see it as disrespectful, and I find your reaction unreasonable. My reaction is unreasonable? Anyway, it's been a long story. But neither Hannah nor I will live our lives the way you want. What? Just so you know, behind most sweet tales, there's usually a catch. Hey, Natalie! We're about to arrive at the airport, so goodbye! While I was on my honeymoon, Hannah took care of most things. Hannah severed ties with Mom, blocked her, and my dad decided to divorce her. My husband and I also disowned Mom. My husband also cut ties with Hannah's ex-husband. Originally, they knew each other, and that's how I met my husband. Despite everything that happened, I'm happy that I was able to marry my husband. My mom, who lost all her source of money, sought help from relatives while crying. But all my relatives know that she tried to ruin my wedding. Nobody helped an insane woman like her. Therefore, she reluctantly began working part-time, but her extravagant habits seem to remain the same. She spends almost all her money on payday, leading to days of accumulating debt. I can see her living through hell in enormous debt soon. Well, I wish her the best.
Is this Harrison? It seems as though you and my daughter are a thing. Good evening. Are you Sabrina's father, Hugo? Yes, that's right. I'm Harrison, Sabrina's boyfriend. May I help you? It's not that I need anything from you. It's just that you lack a little common sense, don't you? Huh? Did I do something rude? I got your contact from my wife's phone. I didn't realize you were sneaking around texting with her before you came to formally meet us. Don't you think that's rude? No. Your wife has been kind to me like her own son since Sabrina and I started dating in college. We exchanged contacts and have been in contact with each other ever since. The reason we're talking secretly is because I was asking her for advice on a souvenir. I heard that you are very particular about food, so I admire your spirit, but I don't approve of you sneaking around with my wife. I understand. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I really don't think I can let a thoughtless man like you marry Sabrina. By the way, about the meet and greet, your parents are coming too, right? No, I was going to come alone. What? You really don't have any common sense, do you? My mother is busy with work, so I don't think she'll be able to come. What about your father? It's just the two of us. My father isn't around. I see. A mother and her child. If that's the case, it makes sense. Okay, now I get it. What? What do you mean? Anyway, if you wanna do the greetings, be sure to bring your mother. All the parents will be here on our side. It'd be rude for your parents not to come. I could never condone such a thing. Okay, I see. I'll talk to my mother about it. Sabrina, I'm sorry. Today's wedding greeting, I'll be the only one to greet your parents at first. What's wrong? Your mother was supposed to come with you, right? There was some trouble at work, and she got called in to deal with it. Oh my God. If your mother's going there must have been a lot of trouble. She's planning to come even if she's late, so I'm sorry, but could you tell your parents that as well? And also tell them I'm sorry, especially to your father. Please be polite. Okay, that's fine. Besides, originally you were supposed to come alone, but my father insisted your busy mother make time. It's not like you have a choice. I'll take care of him, so don't worry about it. Thank you. I'll be at the Japanese restaurant. I have a reservation at 11:30 as planned. Okay, have a safe trip. Hey there, poor guy who grew up in a single-parent home. How does it feel to be slapped with a wad of cash? This is what happens when you cheekily say you want to marry my daughter. What on earth do you think you're doing? As soon as I entered the private room of the restaurant, you slapped me back and forth with a wad of bills. By the way, that wad of cash was $50,000. Did you go out of your way just to get that much money together? Oh, give me a break. Do you think that's a lot of money? It's interesting to see the sensibility of a poor person, isn't it? A loser like you will never see that much money. You should be grateful to me. I'm not grateful, but I'm angry. I know you're Sabrina's father, but I can't take this kind of humiliation. I don't remember anyone I've ever met going that far. What on earth did I do to you? I just sent you a message. I would never give my precious daughter to a poor man who grew up in a single-parent home. There is no doubt that I grew up in a single-parent home. My mother is a good earner, and we have never been in a situation where money was a problem. Can you please stop insulting me by assuming that we are poor? That's just something you don't realize. It's common knowledge that a single-parent home equals poor. It's just that your sense of poverty is numb. The fact that you called $50,000 a lot of money makes it obvious that you are poor. People at my level sometimes spend $100,000 in our daily lives. In other words, our Sabrina's values are in a whole different class. I can't allow her to get married to you. Above all, I don't want her to be taken advantage of because she accidentally got married to a poor man. That's the kind of thing you have to nip in the bud. But that doesn't mean you should do that to the fiancé who came to greet you. I didn't recognize you as a fiancé. That's why I greeted you the way I did. I thought you had no common sense from the start. It figures because you're from a single-parent home. That brazenness with no sense of status. It really bugs me. You think I can marry my daughter off to a poor man who grew up in a single-parent home? Don't make me say the same thing over and over again. You know what? A son raised by a mother who is late for the wedding greeting is not a good thing. I was actually gonna tell you how miserable mothers and sons are in society. You are the most insane parent and son I could have ever imagined that you would be late to the party. As you probably heard from Sabrina, This time, it was a work-related problem, and I had no choice but to... I just received a call a few minutes ago that she'll be arriving soon. What kind of a fiasco did your mother have to go through to be called all the way to the office?
That's not what I meant.
Whatever it is, I don't approve of you marrying my daughter. Speaking of which, where did you go after that? The restaurant lent us a private room they had available, and that's where we are now. I see. You're still in the restaurant. Then hurry up and come and get it.
Get what?
That $50,000 from before. If you leave my daughter, I'll give you that $50,000. Well, it's called a severance package. $50,000 is a lot of money for a guy like you. You could work for a year and still not make that much. That's what you'll get right away. I imagine a guy like you would jump at the chance.
Excuse me for a moment. My mother has just arrived. I'd like to talk to her. Sorry to keep you waiting. I just spoke with my mother.
What, a poor mother and her child were torn between their desire for $50,000 and their paltry pride?
Let me ask you just to be sure. Are you sure you want me to break up with your daughter? My mother and I are going to come and visit you again now.
Oh, wow, I knew you'd decide to accept the $50,000. A poor man's pride is just like this. You should have picked someone worthy of you from the beginning. What a mistake you made. How can a poor man marry my daughter? I'll give you $50,000. Leave my daughter now. Get the hell out of our lives. Don't regret it later. Huh? Harrison, wait! Please! No way! I can't believe your mother, the president of our company! I thought she was just someone else with the same last name! Harrison, I'll allow you to marry Sabrina! Give me a chance to plead my case to your mother! I mean, the boss! Harrison! I said I'll let you marry Sabrina! Answer me!
Dad?
Oh, Sabrina! Where are you now? At an important time when your own marriage is at stake.
I've been with Harrison.
What?
And also with Harrison's mother.
Oh, I see. Sabrina, please. Tell Harrison to answer my message. Also, tell him to come back soon with his mother. I'll allow him to marry you. Let's start the meeting over.
Why are you talking so high and mighty?
What?
Don't you realize you're in a very bad position? Or are you aware of it, but you're trying to escape reality? This is not the time to be talking about whether you approve of my marriage or not, Dad. You know you're in a bad position socially, don't you?
Sabrina?
The reason I didn't tell you about Harrison's mother beforehand is because I felt your condescending attitude was dangerous.
Dangerous?
If I told you beforehand that Harrison's mother was the president of your company, I'm sure you would have gone into full-on ass-kissing mode.
Of course, it's my boss.
That's why I didn't tell you.
Huh?
When you started forcing Harrison to bring his mother, I knew you had a bad habit of looking down on people. I dared to let that go and thought I'd found out by your attitude today, the day of the greeting. But I never thought you'd slap him back and forth with the water bills. I didn't see that coming. And as your daughter, I'm ashamed. I feel sorry for Harrison and his mother.
Oh no, Sabrina! You're not behaving like a daughter speaking ill of your father!
I don't care what you think. It's you, Father, who's not behaving well. That $50,000 is the money Mom received from her grandfather's inheritance, isn't it?
What?
I know you and Mom know each other's PIN numbers in case of an emergency. But that doesn't mean you can withdraw the money without permission.
No, we are a couple.
No, you can't do that. I mean, it's not your money, and you slap him back and forth with that wad of cash and talk to him like it's a severance package. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Where's your pride? Are you stupid? After dating Harrison and getting to know his mother, who is the president of the company, I've come to understand. Rich people take better care of their money. It's only natural, since they're the ones who do business by paying attention to every penny. That's why $50,000 is a lot of money in the eyes of Harrison's mother. She says she despises people who slap other people with it. I agree.
Sabrina, don't talk back to your father.
A father who calls himself elite, but our family is middle class at best. You're bragging to Harrison like a big shot about spending $100,000. You mean the home you built with a loan, right? And it's in Mom's name.
That's enough. I understand already.
Oh, really? I could go on forever about you. Well, I'm glad I got to say what I wanted to say. I think we'll be able to part our ways now.
What? You're gonna cut ties with your own father?
I told you I'd found out how you would behave today. I can't stand the fact that I'm your daughter, so I'm cutting off all ties with you. And then, Harrison will be requesting reimbursement for medical bills and compensation as well. And I'm sure you'll get a bill for lost time from work.
Huh? What the hell is that?
When he fell down after being slapped back and forth by you, he hurt his wrist and fingers supporting himself.
Huh?
He was being treated at the hospital while we were texting. Harrison does delicate technical work and mainly uses his hands, and he's going to have to take some time off work for a few weeks.
Wait! Then why was he texting earlier? If he hurt his fingers, he can't type.
Oh, that? I was the one typing.
Huh?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't notice. I was typing what Harrison wanted to say on his behalf and communicating with you.
Excuse me?
So, I was shocked to see what a terrible person you are. The last sentence, please don't regret it, I sent on impulse. Your attitude was so despicable. I thought you should be socially sanctioned and hurt.
No, that was...
I'm gonna take Harrison home and go straight back to my apartment.
Sabrina!
Oh, and make sure you give the $50,000 back to Mom.
Harrison, please, can you take this up with the president? If you don't, I'll be demoted. My wife will divorce me too. I told you I'd let you marry Sabrina, didn't I? Come on, please! Harrison! Hey, I'm really begging you! Please! Sabrina? Oh, Harrison? Oh, yeah, I guess you're all better about now. I can type on my phone smoothly, and I'd say I'm fully recovered. It looks like I'll be able to work again.
That's great. Sorry about my dad. Oh, I made a mistake. The guy that was my dad.
Don't apologize, Sabrina. If my injury set you free, it's a small price to pay. Anyway, I heard your parents are in divorce proceedings. Have they separated already?
Yes, they have. My parents' house is in my mother's name, so she asked my father to move out.
Do you mind if I ask what happened?
You know, there was a settlement payment to get you to withdraw the damage report you filed. To get that money, he tried to withdraw it from my mother's account again.
What?
As you can imagine, my mother's patience had run out this time. After everything that had happened in the past, I guess it was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I see. Actually, at my mom's office, I told you the other day when we were meeting that she got called in for some trouble at work.
Oh, I heard about the trouble too. They investigated and found that it was because of my father's mistake. So he was demoted from section chief to a rank-and-file employee.
That's right. I'm an outsider, so I don't really know the details. But that's what I heard.
He was so overbearing, but I wonder what's going on. He's my ex-father, but I can only sigh. I'm sorry for your mother and you.
Don't let it bother you, Sabrina. We've already broken ties, so don't worry about it. My mother says so too. I'm really fine.
Thank you.
By the way, I got a brochure of the wedding place we were talking about the other day.
Oh, really? I want to see it.
I'll bring it with me on our date tomorrow. I better jump in the shower.
Oh, right. Me too.
Well, good night. See you tomorrow.
Okay, good night. See you tomorrow.
Sabrina's parents divorced, and I received a lump sum settlement payment from her father. According to Sabrina's story, her father didn't have any savings, so I was wondering where the money came from. Apparently, he borrowed it from a study loan service to pay it. After he was demoted to a regular employee, debt collectors started coming to the company. He was finally fired. After that, he worked part-time to make ends meet. But due to poverty and hard work, he has lost a lot of weight and is now in a state of utter disrepair. On the other hand, Sabrina and I got married half a year later. We are enjoying our newlywed life. My mother and mother-in-law are also very close, and sometimes they go out for afternoon tea together.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.